Welcome to YML Gaming and welcome back to yet another exclusive early access video. In this video, I want to jump into the multiplayer loadout classes, the ribbons, the weapon setups. I want to show you guys what multiplayer has to offer as far as building you a good class, getting you a good loadout put together, and showing you all the aspects of what multiplayer has. Now, before you select weapons and things like that, there are 5 divisions that they separated the weapon classes into: infantry, airborne, mountain, armored, and expeditionary. So we're going to take a look at the infantry division first. Now, you can select any weapon for any division class, but the reason they have them separated into divisions is because you are authorized, or you're granted certain attributes in that class based off of your level. So for the infantry division class, you see here we have rifle bayonet as our attribute for playing in the infantry division. Now these will go up and they will change based on how much you play in this class. You can rename your divisions whatever you want to, but it will still be classified as the infantry division. So let's go ahead and jump into the actual weapons. Now, of course, you know there's a variety of weapons. Most of the weapons are going to have similar attachments. They don't vary too much from weapon to weapon like you know for most Call of Duties. So for the rifle classes, we have the M1941, an automatic rifle with fast fire rate and moderate damage. That's a pretty good weapon. The fire rate is absolutely tremendous. The damage is more than half. Range not so good. Accuracy is okay. The M1 Grand, you know this weapon from earlier versions of Call of Duty. The damage is phenomenal. 2-shot kill if you get hit with this thing. Slow fire rate, but with 2 shots, you don't need too much of a fire rate to put your enemy down. The STG-44 is automatic rifle with moderate damage, low recoil, very good fire rate. The damage is pretty good. Accuracy is really good, I think. This gun is actually fun. I played with this gun before. I liked it a lot. The M1A1 carbine, I love single shot rifles, 3-shot kill. It's been between 3 and 4-shot kills, but there is no recoil to this weapon. It is absolutely an amazing weapon for you guys with really good accuracy out there. The FG-42, high damage, moderate fire rate. The fire rate is pretty slow. I'm not going to say slow, but it's not as fast as compared to the other assault rifles, but it still can get the job done. The bar has a really good fire rate, really good damage. The recoil is a bit much, but you slap a grip on that thing, change the game. The SVT-40 is also a single shot bolt action sniper rifle. I love these. Assault rifle. I love these single shot rifles. The accuracy is just everything when you play with a single shot rifle. 2 shots, you will dead your enemies regardless of where they are on the map. And jumping to the SMGs, we have the grease gun. It's an automatic SMG with low recoil and a steady fire rate. The fire rate is average. The accuracy is damn good. The recoil is practically non-existent. This gun is definitely OP when you're playing tight quarters and things like that. We all know the PPSH is probably the most loved SMG. If you played the beta, you know how deadly this gun can be. The fire rate is phenomenal. The accuracy is absolutely amazing. Combined with the fire rate, the damage is more than enough. With that rate of fire, anything that you encounter is going to have a very bad experience. The Type 100, this is a side-loading SMG. It's going to obstruct your view a little bit to the left of your screen, but the accuracy is really, really good. The range is really good for SMG, and the fire rate is a little more than average. The Wafa 28 is a pretty good weapon. I played with this a couple of times. I love the fire rate. The recoil is deadly. Absolutely deadly. You don't want to shoot anything from past medium range. You're not going to get too many hit markers with that. But up close, it is a melt machine. The M1928, it has decent recoil, a really good rate of fire as well, and the damage is around half, which is more than enough with that rate of fire. You don't need a lot of damage when those bullets are coming out so quickly. Always take that in consideration when you play with SMGs. The MP40 is fun. I like the recoil. It's not even that much recoil. The fire rate is still fast, of course, because it's an SMG, and I had a lot of fun with that gun as well. The LMGs, we have 4 LMGs. The Lewis is a full auto LMG, moderate recoil and high damage. I wouldn't say high damage, but I would say that the recoil it's a bit much sometimes. I played with it a couple of games. I really didn't prefer that weapon over other LMGs. The MG15 has moderate recoil, pretty good accuracy, really good damage. The Bren is a really good LMG. I just cannot deal with that ammo clip sticking on top of my gun like that. It is absolutely obstructing your view, as well as the MG15. The MG42, you know this from other Call of Duties. This thing has absolutely amazing fire rate. The damage is good. The accuracy is really good. You put grip up there. Absolutely amazing LMG. Let's jump into the sniper rifles. The Carabin, I guess is what you call it, the semi-automatic sniper rifle. It's a pretty good sniper rifle. I like it just simply because you get really good shots quickly. You know, it goes a lot quicker than the other sniper rifles. The other ones are pretty much bolt action. So with the Carabin, you get that pang, pang, pang feeling. The Lee Enfield is known from other Call of Duties, really old Call of Duty. It's a bolt action sniper rifle, one shot kill. Anything torso and above, one shot kill. Deadly sniper rifle. The M1903, also bolt action. This thing, if you get hit with this thing anywhere, it's over. It's absolutely over. That is probably going to be the most popular sniper rifle in World War II. My favorite is the Kar 98. Like I said in previous videos, I played with this sniper rifle first in the very first Call of Duty 2. This was my go-to sniper rifle. I loved it. Let's jump into the shotguns. Combat shotgun is your standard shotgun, pump action shotgun. Anything close with any of these shotguns, you're probably going to one-hit kill people. You don't want to be too much out of range with a shotgun. You're going to have to hit them twice. You might lose that gunfight. The M30 Luftwaffe drilling is another very nice shotgun. The fire rate is excellent. It's a dual barrel shotgun on top of it all. The damage is extreme, and the range is actually pretty well on the shotgun. The toggle action shotgun, I played with this also. This was really fun because it seemed like I could shoot this a lot faster than the other shotguns. I don't know why. The fire rate doesn't seem that high, but it really gets the job done. And we all know the sawed-off shotgun brings that boom, boom, bang. The accuracy, don't need accuracy. If you catch anybody with this thing, catch them slipping, it's over, game over, lights out. So those are the weapons that they have. We have about 7 assault rifles. We have about 6 or 7, I think 6 SMGs, 4 LMGs, 4 sniper rifles, and 4 shotguns. Right now, I would say that the weapons seem pretty balanced to me. I've played with each one of these weapons to see which ones that I prefer. I'm still getting into trying out different attachments with the guns and things like that. So let's go ahead and jump into the attachments. I just picked a random gun to show you the attachment for the rifles. The attachments really don't vary between weapon class, so I'm not going to go through all the attachments on all the weapon classes. Of course, we got standard, we got quick draw, we got grip, we got the reflex sight, which is your standard red dot sight. High caliber gives you that extra headshot damage. It does increase overall damage, but it's mainly focused on headshot damage. You got your steady aims for your hip fire guys out there. I don't know about hip fire in an assault rifle. Sometimes you might have to, so that could come in handy. FMGs do better bullet penetration damage and damage against score streaks. You got the 4x optical zoom, which give you that like ACOG feel with the assault rifle, rapid fire, extended mags, and you got the advanced rifling, which extends the range that your assault rifle has to offer. Pretty standard attachments. No need to go into great detail over the attachments. They do vary minorly based off of what you use compared to like SMGs or snipers, but we all as COD players are familiar with the attachments on weapons, so there's really no need to go into it. What I would say is when you're starting out fresh with an assault rifle class, you definitely want to get as much accuracy as possible because the majority of the assault rifles have really good damage, so you don't have to really focus on the high caliber or rapid fire. I wouldn't even mess around with those. What I've been using so far, and it's been working out pretty well, has just been my grip, so I can get better accuracy. My red dot, there's a couple of guns you can use with iron sights, but I'm just a red dot type of player, so I need my red dot sight, and always extended mags because I get in a lot of multiple gunfights, and I hate reloading mid gunfight. I need that extra capacity to get the job done. Now, since there's no point system like the other Call of Duties had, you will always have a secondary, which is amazing, which is absolutely amazing. We'll get more into the division attributes and what they reward you based on how long you've played within each division. So let's check out the pistols. We got the P08, which is pretty good. It's a fast firing pistol, low recoil, your standard, Ruger type pistol. It's pretty effective. You only want to use that if need be. I would stick to the primary weapons. The 1911 is your standard semi-automatic pistol. It's just like the other pistols in the other previous Call of Duties. The machine pistol, this thing melts. It melts. The fire rate is absolutely amazing. You go through those 10 bullets really quickly, so just be cautious about, misfiring and things like that. The melee weapon is a shovel. You're going to have guys running out there with shovels trying to slap people up, so just give you a heads up. The melee weapons will be on deck. So just keep an eye out for those things, man. Now, as far as attachments for the pistols, they're pretty much similar to other Call of Duty attachments. You got your quick draw, you have your steady aim for hip fire, you have high caliber for headshots, FMJs, and extended mags, and advanced rifling to increase your range. With pistols, I would either go with extended mags because you get a little bit more capacity and a lot more ammo in your actual clip. But I would go with quick draw as a pistol player. Now, being that there are no perks in World War II, it scared a lot of people off thinking, oh, I don't want to play this. They're taking the perk system away. The perk system has been taken away, but they've replaced it with the ribbon system. Now, the ribbon system is you can select one ribbon for each one of your classes, and they award you with certain perk type attributes. Espionage, enemy score streaks, and enemies you damage appear on the minimap. So anytime a score streak is called in, or anytime you damage an enemy player, they pop up on the map. Launch is so you can take a launcher as a secondary and resupply it from enemies killed without explosives, meaning any enemy that you kill with normal weapon damage, you can replenish your launcher ammo with the ammo that they drop. Requisitions is pretty cool because your score streaks do not reset upon death. They cost a little bit more. You can only get them one time. This is a good thing for people who really want to test out the high score streaks, but they're really not good at staying alive long enough to gather that amount of score streak point before they go down. Requisitions will get you covered, man. Help you out with getting those score streaks. Instinct is what I'll probably be using a lot because it reminds me of my persistence on FTL for Advanced Warfare. You get warned when you're targeted off screen and you can detect explosive equipment. It's very similar to persistence. Your screen will flash yellow letting you know, hey, somebody's aiming at you. And if you got good reaction time, you can take that guy out. Riflemen, as you can take 2 primary weapons and swap weapons faster. Pretty self-explanatory. You can run with, 2 assault rifles, assault rifle SMG, assault rifle, sniper rifle. Whichever 2 primaries you decide, you can slap that rifleman ribbon on, you'll be good to go. Hustle is you can reload faster and while sprinting. So for you SMG guys, you shotgun guys out there, you definitely want quick reload. You want to get those magazines in and out. You don't want to stop sprinting. That'll work out well. Hustle will do good. Look out, enemy targets appear from further away and increase minimap coverage. You just got a little bit more of the minimap. It's not like a huge difference. There is a difference, and you'll get the targets popping up on your crosshairs from farther range. Gunslinger is to fire guns while you're sprinting and diving. Since there's no slide or no thrust movement in this game, they have incorporated the dive. I don't suggest you dive, but if you want to dive and shoot, you can slap on Gunslinger. Ordnance is really good because you get cheaper core streaks and the ability to reroll your own care packages. So for the guys that's going to be running care package or maybe even that emergency airdrop, you can reroll your own care packages and it'll cost you less to get those score streaks out there. Pretty cool, definitely. Primed, it gives you an additional primary attachment and less flinch when you're being shot. This will be good for the people who just really want 4 attachments on their guns, or the people who can actually go without red dot so they can really get nice with it. Undercovers, the killed enemy death locations are hidden and the reticles don't change when you target it. So anybody you kill, they won't pop up on the map alerting their teammates, hey, I've been down, and the crosshairs won't turn red when you're being targeted. Serrated is to take melee weapons as the primary and melee faster. You get bonus throwing knives and 2 tacticals. If you're the type of player who likes to play with melee weapons and things like that, you want to just have fun, that's pretty good to slap on. Slap that ribbon on, you'll have a lot of fun with that. Duelist is to take akimbo pistols as in secondary and you get extra pistol ammunition. Akimbo pistols sound good, but as for now, there's only a couple of pistols that I can find that to be really effective with. Forage is to resupply bullets from killed enemies and swap weapons faster. I used this a lot when I was playing earlier because it's like the scavenger for me. And us guys who like to get really high score streaks, ammo is always a problem. But with forage, you'll always have a new restocked ammo anytime you run over a dead body. Bang, so you can take another frag grenade in and an extra piece of tactical equipment. If you're the guy that likes grenades or an extra tacticals, or you're a tactical player, you can slap that on and get you another grenade slot and a tactical slot in there. Flanker is so when you're moving quickly, which means when you're running, then you'll be hidden from enemy UAVs and any type of mines that are laid down, you get delayed detonation, so you won't just blow up like the rest of us will that don't have flanker equipped. Scope is why you aiming down sights. You have less idle sway. You can move a little bit faster. I guess if you're a sniper, this could be helpful for you, but as you can see here, the division overlap, you don't want to slap that on. You want to make sure you get a ribbon that's going to be really good for you and it doesn't go against what you already have as an attribute. Energetic is so you can sprint longer distances and things like that. Mantle faster. Hunker is early grenade warning. You take less explosive damage and you reset the fuse when you decide to throw grenades back. I never really throw grenades back because it seems like when I always pick them up, I eat the damn grenade, so I just run. Inconspicuous is quieter movement and you walk faster while crouched. For those players who like to, creep corners and things like that, that's not a bad ribbon to slap on. Concuss is that you can take an actual lethal grenade. It's the N69 as a tactical grenade. That seems pretty cool. I checked out the grenades. They have a lot of variety as far as tactical grenades and the other grenades. As compared to the other Call of Duties, mainly they have flashbangs, stun grenades, and things like that. But you see here, we got the British N69, and this actually shows you the effective radius of each one of these. It shows you how long it stays active, and it shows you the effect on anyone that actually gets affected by what you hit them with. Smoke grenade is standard. The MK5 gas grenade is a gas grenade. It's gonna, impair movement and have your enemies walking stunned and stuff like that. It lasts for 5 seconds. This signal flare, I want to test this out and see what this is because it says that the device that produces an intense light blinding and disorienting targets in the field of view, but they have to be looking at it. I wonder what that is. I want to test that out and see if that actually affects enemies to a point where that's actually an option to run. You got your standard tactical, you got your standards lethals, you got your frag grenade, you got your sticky bombs. They work really good on tanks and stuff. So if you play war, if you play that in the beta, the sticky bomb goes well. The S-Mine 44 is pretty much a bouncing Betty. It's going to pop up in the air before it detonates. You can put 2 down at a time. Pretty cool. You got your throwing knives. You know what throwing knives are from previous Call of Duties and other games. You can pick up the throwing knives, which is pretty cool. 40-meter range, which is damn good in my opinion. I wonder if they arc or if they fly straight. I might test those out. And you have your satchel charges. It's kind of like your C4, except this thing will not detonate until it's stuck to a surface. So you don't have to worry about guys tossing C4 through window and detonating them. With that satchel charge, it has to actually stick to something before it's detonated. So that's pretty much a quick run through of the weapons, attachments, and the classes and the ribbon system. A lot of people were a little worried about the perks not being in the game, and maybe you wouldn't like World War II because you're so used to the perk system. I was also used to the perk system, but the ribbon system seems pretty cool. There's a lot of variety of what you choose to play as and what you choose to play with, so I'm really gonna enjoy testing out the ribbon system. As far as my score streaks, this is what I've been using primarily. I use my recon drone, I use my flamethrower, and my paratrooper. It seems to be working out pretty well. I think I'll stick with this setup for a while until I find something more effective. When I play in parties, I know that we'll probably switch it up, and a lot of us will be running far more support than what we see here, which is going to be really fun to do when other players get to come online and the servers actually come online. The dossier is where you can actually make customizations to your character. Of course, they have every race, every skin tone, so that player doesn't feel left out because you don't have a character that can define or make you feel like someone you can relate to or play with. I always choose females. I have females in my family in the military. I'm also a veteran, and I always choose female soldiers because females go just as hard as the men do, and I always like playing with female soldiers. So you can choose what you want. You can rotate your characters and stuff. They don't have that many of a variety as far as customizations when it comes to face and things like that. But you got to think about it. In Call of Duty, we're gonna want tactical gear. We're gonna want things to unlock as far as helmets and all that type of stuff, man. Uniforms. So in the long run, you really won't have a lot of view of a face of a character that you're playing with. So I think this is just as a beginning of something for you to choose and something for you to select, to feel like you have that little bit of customization. It's pretty cool. Just slap on a face of your choice and keep it pushing. I'll keep what I have right here. I'll keep this chick. She seemed pretty cool, so I stayed with her. As far as the division attributes, this is where it gets really interesting. The special helmets, nothing is open right now. Nothing is available, of course, because the game just came out. It's not even officially released yet. Standard calling cards and things like that. You can go through and select whatever you think you might like the most. I picked the flamethrowers because I like the red colors, and I've run with the flamethrowers, so I like burning up people. Clan tag is clan tag. Emotes, I guess, is what you do for victory stances. You know, they've incorporated those in the Call of Duty lately. You have people dancing and doing all kind of stuff for a victory emote. Right now, they're locked at these 4, so they aren't anymore until you've actually been able to purchase more or get awarded them through supply drops and whatever else they decide to incorporate within multiplayer. But for now, it's the high five, salute, and the hey, and the sit down. Now, getting into the division attributes. Now, when you head over to the division section of your loadout, you can then select the actual tag, I guess you could say. It's a patch, but you can select it and it'll show you what level of attribute you have currently awarded. Now, what I don't know is, are they combining these, or can you only select one? I think you only can select one. So you have the infantry division, the airborne division, the armored division, the mountain and expeditionary. Now for level 1, you get the rifle bayonet. Level 2, you get additional primary attachment. Level 3, you get extra magazines. And level 4, you move significantly faster while aiming down sights in the infantry division. For the airborne division, you get an SMG suppressor, which you can attach and detach from your weapon. You sprint for longer distances, climb over obstacles faster. You get that faster mantle and increased sprint speed. So if you choose that division, those are the attributes that can be awarded to you as you level it up. For the armored, you get an LMG bipod. You're immune to shell shock and other tactical equipment. Less fire damage, which is really cool because a lot of fire is in this game, and you take significantly less explosive damage. That could be pretty cool. The mountain class is the sniper class, so you get the sniper sharpshooter. You're always invisible to enemy recon aircraft. That seems a bit OP in my opinion. So every sniper running the level 2 attribute is always hidden. That's going to be really OP. For the expeditionary, you get shotgun incendiary shells. They just flame on when you get hit with it. You select a piece of tactical and lethal equipment. You can throw equipment faster and resupply equipment from killed enemies, which is really good. You can constantly keep getting more grenades, more tacticals, more things like that. The mountain class seems really OP for the snipers out there. Silent movement, not detected. It seems like they've really made that class as stealth as possible. So those are the division attributes that are awarded once you level them up. You see mine is at 0 because this is local play and it doesn't carry over into multiplayer. Well, that's the lineup, you guys. I hope you found this video helpful. I put a lot of time into this, man. If you're new to YML Gaming, hit that sub button, smash that like. Leave comments in below, man. Let me know how you feel about the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.